Welcome to this episode of Cooking with Kirby. Today we are focusing on steak night. Now there's nothing more romantic than you cooking a full steak meal for your spouse, your husband, your wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. Trust me, you make this and you show them everything that you put on the plate, it will blow their mind. So in this video, we're gonna be focusing mainly on the steaks. You know, there is two other videos that are kind of behind this video, and I'll actually leave those videos at the end of this video so that way you can check those out. You put this full meal together and I guarantee you're gonna blow your significant other's mind away. Get you some wine, get you some flowers or roses, and make it a romantic night, and I guarantee you it will just be an amazing day. So no further ado, let's get down into the recipe so I can show you how to make it. You want to start off by trying to find the best looking ribeye steaks at your store. This little concoction right here is some garlic infused olive oil. I roasted up some garlic and pureed them and put them in some extra virgin olive oil. This is going to take these steaks to the next level, give it that good garlic flavor and some of that extra virgin olive oil flavor. So you just want to go ahead and brush a little bit of that olive oil mixture onto your steaks, and then we're going to get to seasoning liberally with some kosher salt. Now don't be scared with that salt. You know, you got to make sure that you add just enough, because all those spices right on top of that steak, when you put it in the cast iron, it's going to create a beautiful crust on your steak. So be liberal with that salt. Now you're gonna hit it with some fresh cracked black pepper. You're gonna do this on both sides, both the extra virgin olive oil mixture, the good salt, and black pepper. Now that your steaks are all seasoned up, go ahead and let them sit at room temperature for about 20 minutes. All right, we're gonna start off by heating up our cast iron skillet. You want it very, very hot, at least medium high heat. If you can handle the high temperature, by all means to try it. But I'm accustomed to it and used to it, but to be safe, medium high heat is good. That way you can monitor it a little bit better. Then drop you down a mixture of a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and some butter. Now for a little bit of aroma, we got some thyme sprigs and some rosemary here. This is gonna add some extra flavor to that steak, and so just let it, get into that butter. You want it to release those oils and stuff like that. That way it seasons your steak perfectly as you cook it. Now for the best part. Now I like my steaks between medium and medium rare. That's just my preference. That's why when you go to a steakhouse, they ask you how you want your steak. So medium to medium rare is what I'm going for. Now here's a little chart to help you guys on how to cook your steak. Depending on how you're gonna cook it will determine on what temperature you want the internal temperature to be at. You want it to hit these specific temperatures before you remove the steak from the cast iron skillet. Now on this steak, I ended up cooking it for about 3.5 to 4 minutes on that first side, and then I let it go for about another 2.5 to 3 minutes on the other side. The other side does cook a lot faster. Now that you got your other side done, go ahead and take your steak and flip it to the side. You want to burn some of that fat off. It's going to render down, but you want to get it nice and crispy, and just let it sit there for like about a minute. Now that you got your steak done, just go ahead and give it a basting of some of those juices that, you got the fat from the steak, the olive oil, the butter, the thyme, and rosemary. This is going to add a bunch more juices into the steak and more flavor. Now you want to just remove your steak from the cast iron skillet and let it rest on a cutting board or a rack for at least 10 minutes. Do not cover it, just let it sit on the cutting board for 10 minutes. Now that it's rested, now you want to go ahead and cut your steak. You want to cut at an angle, so that way it can make your pieces a little bit bigger than actually what it is. You just want to, like at a 45-degree angle, slice it through, and as you can see, this steak temped at 134 degrees. It's perfect for what I was going for. Medium rare. As you can see, it's got a little bit of red, not as much as the rare would, but it has a little bit of that red, in the center there, and it's got a nice crust. The flavors on these were just excellent, very wonderful, and me and my wife had a really great dinner. Now just look how juicy that steak is. These 3 items make a wonderful meal, and you can show off by making this restaurant style plate for your significant other. It's a wonderful dish, and trust me, you will blow their mind away if you put all 3 of these together. Now, I am going to leave these 2 videos for the garlic bread and the baked potato right here in this section. So if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so that we can see future videos just like this and many more. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave it down in the comments section. So right here's the 2 videos for the baked potato and garlic bread. They are fantastic and they go well with this dish. Now y'all be beautiful and take care.